Now, there are two different paths that Ryder can take. And there are we'll call them two different positives, maybe one, maybe multiple in some cases, in each direction for both the Cougars and the Ducks. Let's start first with that school with the beautiful mountain backdrop, that being BYU right now. They have the big money offer on the table. They have the highest NIL offer for Ryder at this point in time. We've seen it so many times throughout this cycle with Oregon, where other teams just have a little bit more money on the table. Maybe in some cases, a lot more money on the table. There's a lot of schools throwing around a lot of money right now, and the Mormons got deep pockets. BYU is a school that can throw around the cash, no question about that. Of course, they got the faith connection, right? BYU is the school when it comes to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which Ryder Lyons is going to take a mission within that church, right? So that's number one. You got the family connection. His dad, Tim Lyons, played at BYU also back in the day. So those are some pretty strong connections. But I think you pivot back to Oregon. Like, if this is a pre-NIL recruitment, this thing's definitely going in favor of the Ducks. Like, they have the proven track record. Will Stein, and Ryder has said this in interviews, Will Stein has recruited Ryder harder than anybody out there. They have that track record of developing quarterbacks and the quarterback-friendly system. So, which is Ryder going to choose? Here's my prediction on where I think Lyons is going to go on Tuesday. Duck fans, you might not like it, but I think that this thing is trending towards the BYU Cougars. My prediction is that Ryder Lyons will commit to BYU on Tuesday. 24/7 Sports recently has kind of flipped their crystal ball over to BYU. This feels really close to a 50-50 battle, but like the scuttlebutt is saying that this thing is slowly but surely shifting over to the BYU side. And folks, I think the money has a lot to do with it. I do not believe that Oregon is going to match or exceed that offer. I think some reasons because of that is what we just talked about in the previous segment and how they feel. They can get Bryson Beavers at a much lesser rate, most likely, as compared to overpaying for someone like Ryder Lyons that won't be on campus until 2027, folks. And then you look at Oregon, what they've done with their last two quarterbacks in Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel. I believe that they believe they can go into the transfer portal any cycle and get one of the top portal quarterbacks out there. They have the track record that has been able to prove that, to put two transfer quarterbacks in New York City to be able to be Heisman finalists. So, although this would be another five-star quarterback strikeout, okay, or a high-profile, maybe I should say, quarterback strikeout with what happened with Jonas, with what happened with Jared, and now with what might happen with Ryder. But folks, if there's one position that I believe Oregon will be good at, it's going to be this quarterback position.